with that energy, still illmatic. Take this energy and understand how the plan is incredibly young man. Every prime time legacy, Pac and juice to the rooftop deadly. Welcome to Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life with your host, the one, the only, Lionel K. McDonald Jr. Let's go!
One, two, 1, 2. Let's check the levels. Welcome to another episode of Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. I am your host, Lionel McDonald. So it is All-Star Weekend. Lots of exciting things happening in the wonderful city of Indianapolis, Indiana. One of the bigger All-Star games we probably had in some time. I was at Salt Lake. I think I got, where's the logo? Right here. You can see it on, as I'm on YouTube. I am also available. This is available on Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you get your podcasts. So yeah, I was in Salt Lake City last year. Pretty good experience. First also experience since 2016 here in Toronto, and I was at 2015 in New York. So definitely got some vibes. Wishing I was in Indianapolis, though it's snowing a little bit. All-Star Weekend is always a lot of fun. I think with Foot Locker's partnership and really, growing the game of basketball, I think there's some great things that are going to expand. I also think if you look at some of the brands, I saw on IG the Cheetos display that they did for Scoot Henderson, and as he has a new shoe, and obviously what Adidas is doing with Anthony Edwards and the AE1, and obviously then we have Nike and we have Jordan as the front runners in the marketplace, and then what Under Armour is doing with Steph Curry. He won the 3-point shootout versus Sabrina. Damian Lillard did win the 3-point shooter for the current NBA players. We had Mac repeat as the dunk champion, and then Indiana won the team event. As the hometown team should definitely win that against the All-Stars and the first overall pick. So it was a pretty exciting event. Saturday night we got the game today. But yeah, I got All-Star jersey. We got, and again, this is the one from last year, but we did have 2 Knicks make it, so that's kind of exciting. Brunson finally got his All-Star nod after he arguably could have made it last year, but this is his year. Really stepped forward and helped lead the Knicks to currently the 4th seed at the All-Star break. And then ultimately, Julius Randle did repeat as an All-Star, had a great start to this season up until mid-January, where he did get injured and hurt his shoulder. So hopefully he gets back and the Knicks get their team back. But why are we here today? What are we talking about? We can't talk about All-Star without All-Star Weekend kicks. So, some of the highlights that are out there, again, I mentioned the Cheetos, Scoot Henderson, definitely seeing the KD4 Galaxy, and many of the OG heads love that shoe. Remember when KD, we were at, KD4, geez, we are now KD 16. So that's like 12 years ago, back in 2012 when that dropped. And it was a whole Galaxy pack that ultimately dropped. And that was one of the best shoes outside the Galaxy Foamposite. But I think the shoe we definitely got to talk is there really hasn't been a ton of energy when it's come to the Jordan brand, or I wouldn't say energy, but what has actually been hitting with the Jordan brand. It's been a lot of misses. We eventually did see the Gratitude Jordan 11 sellout at Holiday. We've definitely launched some Jordan 1s and some Jordan 6s, white, yellow, or Orca, and they still sitting. We got Jordan 13 sitting. We got Jordan 8 winterized still sitting. So it's been a long conversation about the reimagined pack, or the initiative of the reimagined shoes, and we've had some hits. Hey, let's not play around. You may have, moved to other brands, or you may have done a bunch of things, but we cannot discard that the Lost and Found Jordan 1 was absolutely fire with the crinkled leather, and ultimately the faded midsole, the box that it came in. That one was fire. Then we got the reimagined Jordan 3 with the yellowing midsole with Nike on the back. That one was fire. I think ultimately where we got the big miss was the Jordan 1 Royal Reimagined. And I think when we talk about it, and shout out to my to my boy, the Dre, the sneaker god, because he said it first. So I'm not going to steal nothing, but other than, share what he said. But the Royal is a true reimagined shoe. Like, they changed materials, they made significant changes, where we just changed the look of the actual midsole, particularly, and then we crushed the letter on the one. They took a way bigger swing with the Royal Reimagine that came out in fall, or like we'll call it Q4 or winter of 2013, and that one absolutely missed. I think the trend day had said that it would be pretty close to the original. Color blocking it is, but people did not feel the suede. I don't know if it's not feeling suede going into winter or not feeling the suede at all. But that particular shoe missed big time. That thing is still sitting. Many retails still have it regular price. Some have it on sale. New units are not being moved, and there is so many of those shoes that are out there. So it comes down, then we get to I guess the fourth of the reimagined rendition, and I didn't cop. I definitely did not. I would share my thoughts, and that's part of the pod today. Is are they hitting with these reimagined shoes? Are these reimagined shoes what you want? They already announced that the Jordan 3 is going to be a reimagine. Now, there's rumors or makeups that this thing may be also a nubuck or a suede upper versus being a leather upper. So I know that shoe originally or most recently came out 2018. Yeah. So are people really going to want that shoe if it comes out as nubuck? Some will. I think if we now talk about the Jordan 4 reimagine, some people won't. But I also will tell you that of all the Jordan models right now, Jordan 4 has the most energy. So after a couple misses with the Jordan 6, Jordan 11, Jordan 1 that have come out recently in 2024, what was going to happen with the Jordan 4? Well, streets have talked. There was definitely some energy about the shoe. Now, I wouldn't say that it was reimagined energy, either reimagined 3 or Lost and Found 1, but people wanted this shoe. This shoe is sold out. In minutes, it was gone. It was gone essentially instantly on Nike. You look at other retailers in Canada, Sport Check, Capsule, Livestock, JD Sports, Foot Locker, Champs did first come first serve. It's all gone. It's all gone. Totally cooked. Every pair. GS got cooked. So people wanted this one. But I said that there's the purists or the lovers of the Jordan 4. They didn't like the leather. They did not like it at all. Dre said it himself. Dre said, yeah, this may be the best reimagined shoe. And I had a closer look at this one. And I would tell you, the leather does look good. If you think it really should look exactly like this, the OG Jordan 4, y'all call it bread, it's black cement. Let's stop playing. If you know what it says on the box from the OG pair, even from the 99 the 99 re-release, it says black cement. So this is an OG schooling a little bit, or giving you some science and some knowledge. It's originally called black cement. I still call it black cement to this day. It's not the bread, but for the times and what people are saying, I'm going to use bread loosely because that's what the streets is calling it. So I have to accept that the culture is calling it this, even though for me it's the black cement. So this rendition of this Jordan 4, the leather quality is extremely good. Clearly the way that it's sold, there are the sneaker purists, the enthusiasts, the heads, they wanted it for their collection. Don't get me wrong. The reseller was out there. The reseller were working the bots on some of these apps, and definitely they got some pairs because it's not available. You go look at resale. You go look at what it is on the market. It now has a value. This is the first Jordan in months that's had a resale value that wasn't a limited edition. Now, hey, you saw some of the numbers that were out there. This shoe had numbers. There were 550,000 pairs on estimate of pairs totally produced in the marketplace. Now, you know how Nike rolls and / Jordan brand rolls. All the stock is not sold. These will be another shock drop down the road. This will end up in, stores that, reopen, or grand releases, or, just many different avenues. That is every pair gone at retail? Yes and no. Yes, today, what's available, but there's some shoes that are on reserve that if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. But I think you got to weigh the options. Are you going to have a heavy dose of FOMO now and really want to now get into the market and try to get your hands on the shoe and pay resale? You haven't paid resale for a shoe in some time. So maybe you're going to sell you, say, this isn't this black cement, bread, whatever you want to call it. It isn't that shoe. But you also may say to yourself, kind of need it now. I wish I had it. I like Jordan 4s. Market's on Jordan 4s, whatever your reasoning is. You may say that you want it. And a lot of people told you that you may regret not getting the shoe. So I love Jordan 4s. Many people out there love Jordan 4s. So you got to think about it now. You're going to get on it. You're going to wait, see if it cools off, see if the market price drops. I think those are all things to think about as we move forward. But this was the crown jewel of All-Star Weekend. There's lots of other good things that have come up before, after. We've seen some great Kobe drops, and 24 is going to go crazy with Kobe's. We talk about, there's a Kobe Air Force, and we're going to have Kobe 5s. I just saw it, the white navy one, like the Bruce Lee one that we had a couple years ago. So it is going to be crazy with Kobe's. But hey, let's talk about these Jordans, because these Jordans ain't hitting like they have been in recent years. Supply and demand, and obviously the economy, and how much people got to put down on their mortgage now that interest rates are through the roof. The job market is not where it was. People can't sit at home. There's no government funding like we had in 2020 and 2021. So people don't got that disposable income. And again, if you're buying up all the supply and there's no demand because you can't get your hands on it, then people don't want it. So there's a lot of things to consider now, whether this is the first shoe that you're going to think about getting back in the boat. I think there's going to be a later podcast. We got episode 150 coming up rapidly. I think this is 148. So I do have another one coming up that will talk about everything music, from the Grammys to some of the word on the streets, outlook on the albums that are coming. So that's going to be another episode coming up. But Think about these bread Jordan 4s or black cement reimagined, or just reimagine Jordan 4 or wherever you want to play it. What do you think? Do you think you made a mistake in not getting it? Did you get the W? I know lots of people got the W. I know also a lot of people that got the L. So think about it. What do you want? What do you want to see in your collection? Is that one you really, really need? I know people were saying last year, it's like, I gotta get two. I gotta get white cement, and I gotta get my hands on Lost and Found. But we didn't need Royal Reimagine. It's going to be sitting for some time. Some people may buy it up if it drastically drops. I can't see this thing getting recalled. But do you need that Reimagined Jordan 4 that launched on MJ's birthday? Happy 61 to the GOAT of basketball. So what do you think? Do you need that shoe? Are you gonna slide on it, let it pass? I think there's a lot of conversations and thoughts you need to all have on this one. But that's it. Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. We out. Stay tuned. Coming up on 150. Appreciate your time. Much love. Thank you for listening. I know it's been a little bit of a break since the last episode, but we're probably gonna go hopefully, back to regular or closer to regular schedule program. Yeah, maybe once every 2 weeks. Maybe sometimes it'll be once a month, but we ain't done yet. We still going. We still making moves. So appreciate your time. We out. Peace.